What they wanted was a regime change. The response of them saying that they don't want to go to the US, the culture cannot survive outside of South Africa, they have to stay here. This is unsurprising. The response is unsurprising. I think anyone that's been paying attention is absolutely not surprised by this response, because we know that what they wanted when they were peddling those lies was not refugee status. They wanted a regime change. They wanted the USA to intervene, overthrow the sitting government, and put in a minority government. Basically, they wanted a return to 1948. They wanted a regime change with them, Maburu, in charge. Essentially, they wanted a regime change back to apartheid. I need to correct myself. I said what they wanted. What they want, present tense, still, is a regime change. These people want to overthrow a sitting government. That is why they refused that offer. And that line from the press conference, that whole first-class citizen thing, that is a dead giveaway. That what they wanted was for foreign powers, foreign states to come in, overthrow a sitting government, and put them back in what they, in their minds, they twisted minds, they believe is the rightful place. When I say into labantu kwamele phele, I'm actually not exaggerating. They are a threat to national security. They are a threat to national security because for as long as they exist, and they're allowed to exist, and they are given airtime, and they are given platforms, they are going to continue to push for a regime change. And that's why they're not even backtracking or apologizing or anything. Instead, they're shifting blame. They're saying the fault, it's the government. Like they're blaming everybody but themselves. Because at the core of it, what they want and what they are hungry for is a regime change, and for the sitting government to be overthrown by a foreign power. Those people do not have the best interests of this country at heart. And what happened? What happened to the AWB needs to happen to Afriforum, because Afriforum is, in fact, and someone already said it, a couple of people actually said it in my other video, that they are no different from the Afrikaans. What are they called again? The AWB, Afrikaanse Weerstandsbeweging. I think that's what it stands for. But that hateful organization, more commonly known as the RVB or AWB, this cabal, Afriforum, needs to go gently into the good night, the way that the AWB just lost relevance. In fact, it seems as though the AWB shapeshifted, multiplied, and became Afriforum. Different name, same principles, same hateful tactics, same tendencies, because the AWB also had regime change tendencies. They failed, and then they just went off into obscurity. Then they came back as Afriforum. So, Nje, at some point, you need to cut the head of the snake. I don't know where it is. The historian in me wants to say that all of these people just, they originate from, or they descend from, the original members of Die Broederbond. And if you want to know what Die Broederbond is, there's lots of info. Just Google Die Broederbond. I honestly think that these people, they have ties to that sect. AWB Afriforum, it's just different variations of, from my historical analysis, they are connected to Die Broederbond. There's just no way.